English film composer and music conductor John Powell once said, "Communication works for those who work at it." Hey everyone, Charles Stevens here with this week's Words of Wisdom. I want you to think about this for a second. Have you ever been driving behind someone who suddenly slows down, swerves a little bit, and then bam, makes a turn without ever using their signal? You hit the brakes, you get a little irritated, you may even mutter something under your breath. Why? Because their lack of communication affected your ability to respond appropriately. It caused confusion. It disrupted the flow. It made things more difficult than it needed to be. Leadership is no different. As leaders, whether in schools, teams, families, or businesses, our turn signals are our words, our tone, our body language, and our timing. When we fail to communicate clearly and intentionally, we leave the people around us guessing. That's when frustration builds, trust weakens, and momentum stalls. Think again about John Powell's quote: "Communication works for those who work at it." In other words, effective communication isn't about talking more, it's about signaling better, being clear about direction, being intentional with timing, and making sure the people following you aren't caught off guard. When we use our turn signals, we're saying three things. Here's where we're headed. This is what you can expect. Here's how you can prepare. It builds trust, it gives confidence, it keeps things moving in the right direction. So here's my challenge for you this week. Be someone who signals well. Whether it's a difficult conversation, a change in plans, or simply giving someone feedback, don't just make a move and expect others to keep up. Communicate clearly. Be intentional. Let people know what's coming and why it matters. Leadership isn't about keeping people guessing. It's about guiding them with purpose and clarity. So the next time you're driving and you flip that turn signal on, let it remind you, great leaders don't just move, they communicate. That's all for this week's Words of Wisdom. Have a great week.